Okay, you guys, Apple did it again. They came out with new phones, and today we're at the airport. We're about to get on an airplane. We're just shooting with the different camera modes on the 16 Plus
and the 16 Pro.
And we're basically gonna see if the update is big enough to actually care to get one of these.
Well, let's check it out.
Guys?
What's going on? It seems pretty unusable.
The saddest part is that after you've owned a Pro and then you go to like a normal iPhone, which we know all the fun colors are on the iPhones, the video is not good. Like, it is substantially worse. Like, my 15 Pro, which I was on before this, is far superior than this.
Alright, play one more time.
It's true.
Honestly.
Okay, so this is Caitlin from the future. I'm outside of the airport now, and I'm at this beautiful spot filming just some different use cases with both of the iPhones, the 16 Plus and the 16 Pro, testing out the different camera stuff, different RAW HEIF and also RAW Max, and we can kind of zoom in on the computer and see what they look like. One really exciting feature is that the clipping in the iPhone 16 Pro on 4K 120 is so much less on the highlights than it was on the 15 Pro, which is what I was shooting on prior. And that's really cool because it's usable and you're able to match it to the other footage that you're pairing it with. Another awesome feature is getting JPEG Lossy, which is kind of a new file format for your RAW images. You're still able to do a lot of control. It is a RAW image, but they're calling it JPEG Lossy, so it's a little bit confusing, but honestly, it's basically just a much smaller file type than your RAW Max photos, which you still are getting up to 48 megapixels on the 16 Pro, so if you're fine with that, and I think most consumers are totally fine with that. If they want to pull their images into Lightroom and kind of fine tune them and stuff, you're able to do it in a really great way while also not filling up the hard drive on your phone or external SD too fast. One of my new favorite features actually on the iPhone 16 is the wide angle macro camera. I'm actually having a ton of fun being outside in nature shooting these photos. It brings a really fun perspective, and at first I kind of thought it was like a laughable feature, like who's gonna use that? But then I started shooting with it and I was having fun. And when you're having fun using new tech, it's a good day, because a lot of times new tech just complicates things, but this was actually a very usable feature. I hope this river in the background is not too loud for you to hear me. Yeah, we'll test that out. In my personal opinion, I think that the audio filters are bad. Now, I've seen a lot of tech reviewers give them an insane amount of praise. Right now I'm next to a loud river, and I'm gonna see if this can actually fix it with the different audio settings. Okay, I do have to be honest, that was really impressive. I tried the in-frame, and it completely cut the river that is right here, and that was really impressive. I will say when it tries to bring like different sounds together, it's not that impressive, but that got me. I was surprised. I was thinking I'd be not impressed. Honestly, something really exciting is that before, when we used to bring our iPhones out and shoot on them and try to integrate them with FX3 or even the Osmo Pocket 3 footage, you would notice a huge difference in the quality and they just wouldn't match up. But shooting ProRes log or even like iPhone footage and having a flat profile using an external app, you're able to match the footage and you kind of can't tell. And that's an incredible thing. I've shot a lot of projects where they just want the footage ASAP. And shooting on a Sony FX3, getting it into the computer, you know, putting your Rec 709 LUT on it, exporting it, all of that takes a lot of time. Shooting internal on just the video settings and being able to export that video to your client is kind of huge and is really helpful for the fast, like run and gun, need to turn around ASAP for conferences or things where you just need footage immediately to be posted.
One feature I'm most excited about, and is actually true to the iPhone 16 lineup and not iOS 18, is the ToneMaps. And those are really fun because you're able to actually make your images look less HDR and more like an actual camera. So those are really fun to test out.
I think the worst part about it is literally, so double tapping, that's how you're supposed to get your settings. But mine isn't really there we go. It's a soft double tap is what you're supposed to do, because a hard double tap just takes a photo.
Like the haptic feedback with an Apple product usually should feel really good, but it feels so clunky.
It literally just took me that whole time to just get the different settings to show up, to get the double click to actually work. And again, this easily could be user error. I understand that. But user error, I'm somewhat tech savvy. And if I'm having a lot of user error, then it's really not a good design in the first place, I feel like.
Now, an absolute major win since the iPhone 15 is having USB-C. Now, I know having USB-C probably just sounds like, why does it matter? It's literally the way that the phone charges. But when you are a videographer and a creator, everything else that you're using has been running on USB-C. Micro USB has been phasing out for a really long time, and USB-C just has so many capabilities of fast charging, and you're able to pretty much find that cable anywhere. I personally love that for my workflow, all of my cameras and systems that I use are USB-C, so that I don't have to worry about bringing one lightning cable with me to charge my phone. I'm trying to decide if this is a person in the water over here or a beaver. As someone who is a traveling creator and videographer and also loves to take photos, I obviously wouldn't want to be on any other lineup than Apple's. I'm not about to switch over to a Samsung, but I will say I don't think the update on this one is totally worth the bang for your buck. But it is fun to test these things out, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you aren't already subscribed to Gravel Travel, help us get to 10,000 subscribers, and follow along, join the crew. And just to thank you, we're actually giving you a 10% discount code off of our travel goods. You can check that out right below. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.